Hello folks, and this is my first mod spotlight. You first saw this thing on the first and I think fifth or sixth episodes of my Super Survival series, and it is the ELHC Respawn ship. This is a very nice mod. For those who love a hard start. I'm in creative mode right now, so it don't matter. There it is, dropping. Alright, so here I am, dropping alongside it. It's actually well, it's dropping. Yay for creative and copy paste. Well, let's fall to the planet's surface and I'll spawn it onto the surface for us. See you in a minute. Alright, I'm making a bouncy little landing here, and there we go. And we shall set it up right. Oh, right there we go. Alright, so this little respawn ship makes use of one mod specifically, and it's called Slim Batteries. The other mod that it specifically makes use of, and we will go here into, is the HDCS, both the Slim Battery and the Jury Refinery and Jury Assembler, or Small Ship Refinery and Small Ship Assembler. They use very little resources, and they're a great start. The thing is, you know, this is all the resources you start with, plus, you know, that's it. If you start with tools, you know, this is extras that you can break down for materials. If you don't start with tools, then you're kind of screwed. And you're kind of screwed on that, and you'll need to use these tools. And it will, by the time you land, you'll have anywhere from, you know, I'm in creative, so obviously the battery is always at full charge, but you'll have anywhere from 2 to 3 bars on the battery. Now, as you can see, let's get into it. G, oh wait, K, there we are. Oh, control. Alright, so, very easy to flip over. Quite easy to screw yourself over with it. Very hard to even think of getting back up off the ground. It's quite easy to flip itself. Because it's only got one thruster. So let's cut it again. Paste it again. Alright, so aside from the buggy external camera, you can't move anywhere with it. It's just a single upward thruster. You literally have to helicopter it and turn yourself into a missile. And then glide around and let the thruster. It makes it really interesting. Maybe you could build something like this for as a one-shot, you know, I need to get, you know, someplace in a hurry and have limited resources, so you're basically just building yourself a cruise missile with a seat. To save yourself on hydrogen, for example. Let's fall down. So, I'm going to drop back to the surface. land this sucker and properly. Save and exit, get into survival mode, and show you basically what you end up having to do to try to survive. Trying to drop altitude while trimming my actual airspeed. Thruster flare. And engine off. Alright, so we'll save and exit for right now. Load world. And yes, I am playing along with Shaq and company on their group survival series. It's really, really fun to do so. Edit settings. Okay. Continue last. You can load. So basically, this thing's just really a hardcore respawn ship. There we go. Drill gun. Alright, so yeah, gotta empty the little cargo container. Darn. Oh well. You'll need these construction components. So, weld the seat back on. There you go. Because resources conservation. Ah! Right. So, cut off everything except the seat, which I accidentally did cut off. Right, so you need a seat, you need the jury refiner and jury assembler. There we are. Okay, actually, what you need, do that. Cut this off. I'll just attach the seat here. You're really gonna have to save resources. Okay, so I only need 11 more steel plates. So you put together your temporary assembler. Okay. Throw in your materials. Production. Disassemble, disassemble all. Now you set up your jury refinery, and I prefer setting them on opposite sides. So you need a computer. Well, we'll take the inventory out. Recycle the spare tools. Alright, well, that's not much, but it's a start, right? So I need 11 more steel plates. So production. 11 more steel plates. How we're gonna get those? Well, let's drop 10 motors in here. Yeah, should give me at least enough materials to get some of that. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, production, disassemble, clear. Now, just use this for temporary storage and go prospecting. Have fun. That's your start. That's all you get right now. Maybe you can break down everything else and, well, let's see. One of the smaller solar panels. Now, let's go for a tiny, because that's really all the resources we'll have for. So yeah, production. I'll need a computer. Construction component. 2 metal grids, not just one. Operate under the assumption I might actually be able to get 8 solar cells out of this whole mess. Right, there's my construction components. I need 2 metal grids, a small steel tube, a computer. Disassemble all. One steel plate. Alright, so I won't be able to build the big one, or the bigger of the small panels, but I can build at least medium-sized. Looks like the sun's going to be facing that direction, so let's keep this thing around a little bit. There we go. Now let's go prospecting. So you get the idea of what exactly you have to, what you need to do, what you can build out of your local resources. much down. And you really gotta be careful too, because until you get something at least, it's gonna be a real pain, so you don't want to burn out all your hydrogen on your jetpack. There's one. There's two. Alright, so let's see what they have and see what I can make out of this. I will see you guys around. Ooh, uranium. Now, if that was silver, I might actually be able to get a reactor up fairly soon. Nope, just silicon. But that means more solars.